as and when they happen. In other news, the death toll from landslides in Ethiopia rises to 229. It could rise further as search for survivors continues. A landslide buried people at Gofa in southern Ethiopia following heavy rain on Sunday. Then a second landslide occurred which buried people who had come to help those people. Footage shared by the local administration showed people digging up bodies with shovels and bare hands. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali condoled the loss of lives. The Ethiopian government officials had been deployed to reduce the impact of the disaster. And Leon Sinyangi joins us from Kampala, the capital of Uganda, for the latest. Leon, how are the rescue and relief operations coming along?
Well, what we've been able to gather, at least from within the region, is that there is collaborative effort both from the community and, like you've mentioned earlier, the communities that are the first responders to that particular occurrence, using shovels and their bare hands to try and search for any survivors and possibly recover anything that they can. But then also the government and other bodies are putting in just as much effort in the rescue and also the relief services, given the disaster that occurred just a few days ago. And indeed, these are already challenges that could possibly present in this effort. There could be the need for earth-moving machinery, and now within the Gofa region, that is approximately 320 kilometers from the capital, Addis Ababa, the period within which these efforts and all this machinery and all that is needed to try and push for this for the rescue and the efforts therein may take a bit of some time. However, there's just as much collaborative effort, and whatever could be rescued from the rubble is all that is as much hope coming through from those that are involved currently.
Leon, what do we know about the affected area, the area in question? I ask you this because reports suggest that almost every rainy season, people die because of landslides and heavy rains in that particular region. Also, humanitarian agencies are scrambling to send desperately needed aid to this rural and mountainous area, we are told.
Well, it's definitely important to understand the seasons in Ethiopia. Now, June to September provides itself as the main rain season for the country. And then also the heavier seasons are through April to May. And definitely the occurrence of this landslide is within the rainy period. And Gofa itself in the southern part of Ethiopia is a relatively mountainous area. That, of course, with soft lands therein and with heavy rains pounding in such areas, they're susceptible to any possible landslides, thus, of course, causing a great effect and a hazard to the people that live in those particular areas. So, yes, the occurrences of landslides, especially within the rainy seasons, are quite common within Ethiopia and those specific regions. Now, that, of course, presents a big challenge to the arrival of relief services and relief efforts, given the situation. It's a remote area, Gofa, that is, and of course, with the heavy rains that pound means road access is limited. Accessing the points and the zones that have been greatly affected is just as much limited. And like I had earlier stated, there's a need for earth-moving equipment. Indeed. Now, the capacity for all of this to arrive within the next few hours, possibly days, still remains a bit of a huge prospect. But even still, the efforts are going on, and hopefully there could be some lives rescued.
All right, Leon Sinyangi in Kampala, thank you.